Ah.
What are you doing today, Maureen?
What are you doing today, Maureen?
Tomatoes.
Today we are at the garden away from my home, which is also the farm. And I've got Merissa and Josiah. When we got down here, the cottonwood is very, very bad and he has a very bad allergy to it. So he has taken a t-shirt and is covering his face so that he doesn't end up with nosebleeds as we're trying to work here. But yes, today we are going to be putting up a tomato trellis right here, and we are going to be planting in our indeterminate tomatoes. And I've got 3 different kinds that we're going to be doing, and we're going to put them on each side and trellis them up. I'm hoping it's gonna go okay, but we've gotta, first of all, lift the coffee sacks, clean out the weeds, put down the landscape fabric, and then we are going to be putting in our posts. They're gonna get started, and I'm gonna take you on a tour of what's going on here in the garden, because it's very exciting today. A couple of weeks ago, I had all that garlic to transplant it. I'm gonna show you that, and I'm gonna show you if we've got some potatoes up. Here's our potatoes. So the ground cover is working wonders. There are some that haven't come up, so I might, go and actually do a hand look just to see, are they making their way up? But that's looking good. And then let's go and zoom into that garlic. Look at that. That is the transplanted garlic. It's looking fantastic. Let's take a closer up look. So looking at it, we've got some yellowing, so I'm not sure what that exactly means. But it's looking healthy, it's standing up and looking great. We've got some really big potatoes here. Awesome. And way back when, I planted some onions, and so these onion sets are up. They've showing their cute little faces. So it's all good. Looking fabulous. You cleaning it out? Yeah.
So I loosen this all so it can come up a lot easier too.
Awesome. Yeah, and we are going to be putting
landscape fabric
over top of it all.
But it's like minimizing how much work that the landscape fabric has to do.
Exactly. Yeah, it was much better when it was cooler. But the landscape fabric did a really good job. Hey, went to go get my trowel because of that slug. Oh, look at how long this worm is. Oh, that breeze is nice. So I think maybe what I will do is I will start rolling out the wire. And I love how dark the soil is. Oh yeah, there's lots of wire here. What do you think, just doing the one, Josiah?
It works.
Yeah.
That's just to save material, but
yeah, we don't need to.
Two would work better, I think.
Okay.
But no.
Let's do 2. We've got lots of material.
No. My only thoughts are, in order to plant 2 rows of 8 in this one plot, we are going to want the amount of space we possibly can. So like bringing it right over to the edge.
Well, it's going to have the one center line, right? Are you thinking that having the tomato plants
how far apart are we thinking the plants are going to need to be?
So let's say this is the row where you would want the, if this is the center line where we're putting the wire, then you would want to have the plants maybe a maximum of like 4 inches away, because you don't want it. So they're going to come out like this.
Okay. Okay, then this one should be just fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because they all have to be able to touch into the wire to be trellised up.
Right. I just, for some reason, was thinking we're doing...
Yeah, no, we're not arch.
Trellis and not...
No, we're just doing...
Not putting up a fence.
Yeah, we're putting up putting up a fence.
Okay.
So, basically, I'll just run it over, and then we'll pull it tight, and then we just tack one side. And you don't really need to do them that often.
No, I don't. I think so because we're going to be putting
poles through it and
putting some in the center here, where you are right now, and then that's the last.
Looks good. And And maybe with the extra coffee socks, we can fold them in half.
And put them along the outside edges.
Yep,
Okay, let's do that.
that's brilliant.
I think what we do is we just put it right at the grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be really hard though.
No, we just put it right at the grass. This is like all of this soil is pretty soft.
Because there's so much the water table, right?
Might as well grab the post pounder now.
Okay. You want some earplugs?
Yes.
Because it's really bad.
You got your flagpole.
We might not need to use the thing.
Might not need the post pounder.
Just him in his work boots and all your force plus bounce.
My weight. Yeah, but the only thing is I'm rotated a little bit.
That's okay.
I think there is going to be a problem with it. I almost wonder if I'm going to need to have anchors, like strings pulling, because the ground is so soft.
But it will harden up, will it not?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
And also, if we're putting tension on the rest of them, maybe we do 5 instead of 4. 5 makes more sense. So do you think you're going to even pound?
I don't think I'm. Well, the thing is I can drive it lower and lower.
Yeah.
I don't think it should go any lower. Like tomatoes will grow over 6 foot.
This.
That's going to be up as high as to the top.
Oh, okay.
There will be space underneath.
Oh, okay.
That makes a lot of
sense.
So we just basically
Go
put it into the ground.
to the flag.
Okay. That's easy enough.
Okay.
All right.
So do you want to just try the next one without the earplugs and then we'll go from there?
Yeah.
You're going to stay at that one end. He's going to do the next one right beside it.
One along.
Should we measure them?
Sure.
Do you want to do 5 or 4?
5.
I think we do 5 just because.
And it's 14.8 or 7.8?
14.8.
14.8 divided by 5.
Let's.
You could just go ahead and put the other one in, and then we'll just put one in the middle, and then put. Yes.
I know, but I look at the measuring tape and I want to see how close I am to everything.
Ooh.
2 feet. You stop. You leave it right there.
No.
you
1
leave it
second.
right there.
I need a little bit.
Just- Okay.
I'm there.
Hold it.
So for 24.9, or yeah, it would be 24.9.
Let's do 24 and a half.
Oh, 20. Oh, so 20.
You can't change the rules.
It's gonna be like right up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say here. This is my.
Marissa's very close.
Ah!
Yeah, very close. So
Look
yeah,
at 2
she's.
feet.
You're right at 2 feet.
I know how to
Good job.
measure 2 feet.
Good job.
Woo.
Spatial awareness.
So we're ready for the wire.
Did we get to the end?
Yep.
Good.
And you want it that to the top, correct?
Or do you want it hanging above it?
Maybe 1 square above. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just to give us that much more. Here I come to save the day.
The ties are in my left hand.
Okay. So what's my job?
Go to take those over to Josiah and then hold it while he's holding it so he can zip tie.
Yeah. Ninja Joe.
Ninja Joe. Okay.
Ninja Joe.
Terrorist.
No.
It's okay, just zip tie that one and everything will work out.
Okay.
Because it's like as soon as you, actually let's just zip tie. Or is it going right to here?
Well, yeah. 1 second.
It does not.
Yeah, it'll match.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to hold it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's,
No.
awesome.
Oh, that's not even the right space. Sort of putting it through the nail hole.
Right. Awesome.
I'm just gonna. I think I'll just go along the
go
top,
along.
or I'll do one down below.
Excellent.
I'm pulling so that it's tight.
I don't know that I'm a little concerned about the tightness. because it will pull each other in, right? Okay. We want to make sure it's up a little bit more. There. Good. Yeah, if it's right on top, then I'm another blast of that cottonwood.
That's why I never actually fully took this off.
Yeah. Or you're going to put it in the middle too, right?
Or, no, I think I'll just continue on. We'll just tack that one top and bottom first, and then get all the rest of them lined up. Because even this is a bit awkward.
Right. I'll move it. I want to make sure it's on top.
I'll go back and,
Yep.
yeah, it's just kind of getting them in place. And
Yeah, but this is the middle one. So that's good. Okay, so it's a lot higher than I thought.
That's fine because we have so many tomatoes.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Great.
Yeah. Do you want me to take some zip ties and go back? I just don't necessarily have the strength to...
pull them away.
Yeah, like I can get it so far. Do a double on this middle one here.
Yeah.
There's lots of zip ties.
Yeah.
So we can have as many as you want. I'm always buying them. Oh, I think I need more zip ties.
But you can actually get them at the dollar store.
They're
not going to be the best quality, but for a season they will be fine.
Yeah.
Or indoor use, really.
So I didn't get to film everything that we were doing, but we ended up putting up a second trellis fence because I have these zenith baking beans and I think they aren't a bush bean. So lots of things are done. Oh, you know what? Forget it. Let me just show you what we did. So on this row, this is all the Nona tomatoes. And in the little small spots, I've got pinto beans growing in there. On this side, I've got Provenzanos and the Franchi tomatoes. And on this side, also in the little spots, I've put in the red kidney beans. I think it's famous chili, red kidney beans. And then in this one here, I have the zenith baking beans that are in those holes. But everything is looking great, and having the coffee sacks here, you know, that again is going to help suppress. You know, we'll, you know, put something on that side. And of course, you know, along here, I can also grow something else up in behind, you know, so whether I put some squashes along here or peppers, let's say, I can also tuck those in. So it's looking really nice. So overall, a great day here at the farm away from my home, and the day before Mother's Day. So this was my Mother's Day gift, yes? Oh, it's not my Mother's Day gift. I know, but it's a bonus when I get to have the two of you come and help.
If Mother's Day wasn't tomorrow, we would still come out and do this, because this is when it needs to be done.
Yes, and putting up the poles is not a one-person job.
Well, I did it by myself.
Okay, you did the half size.
Yeah.
It's still tough.
Yep.
But I would be doing it by myself, and that would be tough for me.
No, yeah, that's not a mama job.
All right. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.
Bye.
Take care and God bless.
Bye.